Hi. I'm Batman. This is Grant. We're gonna talk about fucking Spongebob.
So this is my day.
As Grant's desperately keeping his distance from me. We're leaving the movie theater. Hold on, I gotta put my cowl back on. Bye! As he runs out of the theater.
At least,
just admit it, Grant. I make life entertaining.
yes, we make. Life is good.
I mean, even if this movie sucked, which surprisingly it didn't, at least we'd have had this story.
Yeah. Yeah. What'd you do for Valentine's Day? I watched the SpongeBob movie with Batman. Okay.
Yeah. The funny part was, we'll talk about SpongeBob, but I think I told you a bit before we got in there, is I was walking down, naturally I'm getting some head turns.
Yeah.
And I walked back as I'm heading towards our theater. I see two women dressed up, one is dressed up as like a Robin t-shirt, one is with a Batman t-shirt. So I walked up there, I'm missing a beat. I started, Batgirl, Robin, what are you two doing here? Get back to Gotham, now! And they just looked at me like they had no idea how to process any of this.
This is gonna be on somebody's Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, so like, and then some woman, granted, comes up and clicks a picture, like, I was sitting here waiting for 50 Shades of Grey, and then this happened. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I just got off work, obviously. Well, you know, not obviously, we don't know what I do, so I decided to have a little fun today.
Yeah. And he told me he'd be coming to this movie dressed as Batman. He was not kidding.
No, I'm surprised you didn't take me seriously.
No, I knew you. I figured you would, but it's like, somehow I thought you just have like an overshirt on or something.
Why would you think that? No, I commit.
Good point.
You should know this by now, after,
Yeah.
God knows the shit I've done for my show.
Yeah.
Alright, so SpongeBob. With a sponge out of water. This movie is insane.
Yeah. It's pretty much what you'd expect from the TV show.
No, it's really not. I think it's like amplified.
No, it is. It's just...
I'm gonna roll down the window because my stuff in here.
Just like, what in the hell did we watch?
Yeah, that's kind of what it comes down
I
to.
know.
Like, I don't even know where to start.
How about with one of the Expendables going to steal
yeah.
a magical book from a deserted island where a skeleton punches him into his boat?
That kind of yeah. Like after that point, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not even gonna think at any point over the logistics of anything that happens in this movie from here on in, and good thing too, because nothing made sense.
Yeah. I can't even remember most of what happened. It was just so what in the hell?
Okay, so I guess the best way to describe how batshit insane this movie would be go over it chronologically. So like I said, the movie starts right off the bat with Antonio Banderas as Burger Beard, who I didn't realize that was his name until like 2/3 of the way through the movie.
Yeah, he didn't say his name till like halfway through.
Yeah, at very least. So Burger Beard goes to the island that's by Bikini Bottom to find an ancient book that apparently you can use to rewrite history. So he goes back onto his boat with his gang of talking seagulls. And then tells said story. And then what even happens after? Oh yeah, then you have the usual Plankton tries to steal the Krabby Patty formula. Now granted, I used to watch SpongeBob a lot as a kid. I obviously haven't watched it in years. I'm astonished it's still going.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I found it weird because they actually did show off he actually did eventually find out what the secret formula was.
Did he?
Yeah, he found out the secret ingredient was plankton.
No, that wasn't real. That was a fake.
Ah.
So no, they never did find out what was real.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so you're really trying to make looking continuity on this thing.
No, it's just
fucking out of your mind.
Yes, I am. That was how that movie was, though. Holy hell!
It's kind of magical, like in a weird way. Like this, we'll get to this character, but this it was worth the price of the ticket alone just for Bubbles. Whose Bubbles, you may ask? Well, let's work our way up to it. So, through a series of wacky events, Plankton gets close to stealing the formula, but then it magically disappears. And then SpongeBob and Plankton get... everything just goes to shit, because apparently Krabby Patties had a monopoly in this area's in the market economy in this area.
And literally just things turn to beyond Mad Max levels.
Like Mad Max levels with everyone's dressed in like bondage gear and leather and shit.
Line? Well, Mr. Squidward, I hope you like leather.
Yeah. That wasn't even the best line. Wait a minute, where's Kyle?
Oh,
There's so much weird shit that happens in this movie. So, after a few wacky hijinks about we need to work as a team and things you expect from SpongeBob. Oh yeah, and then Plankton goes into SpongeBob's brain. That's worth noting right there.
Daddy!
And then apparently SpongeBob's brain is this mutant Candyland horror show where Plankton realizes in over his head as soon as the two identical popsicle sticks going, "Play with us, Plankton, before we melt." Jesus, okay, this is really creepy. Meanwhile, the entire world has gone to complete hell at this point. Everyone's trying to kill each other. Everyone's after SpongeBob and Plankton. So then they realize they have to build a time machine to go back before this all happens, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not making any of this up. I'm not even the weird stuff yet.
Yeah, it just gets weirder from here.
And it was glorious.
Yes, it was.
But they realize they need Plankton's girlfriend computer to go get it. But she's being held captive at the Chum Bucket. By the way, it helps if you know the show. They go to the Chum Bucket, and there's something weird that happened around that point. I forget what it was.
Yeah. Something about where Patrick was also like basically guarding everything or trying to get SpongeBob. I remember that much.
Oh yeah, and it's like telling a bedtime story.
Where they had the recurring gag was going to take a lot more than that to.
Oh yeah, they kept doing that quite a bit. Yep. They also, this is basically like everything in the kitchen sink they can throw into this fucking movie. It's like, you know what? We're just gonna throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. We don't really care. With fucking bubbles.
Yeah, so what they do is they build this time machine,
and then they go back and end up going to the future accidentally. 4 days later, everything's just dead.
Yeah.
And then they go back further into the future, where this
go back further into the
you know what I meant.
I know.
Back to the future. Anyway, we're out of nowhere, and I mean literally out of nowhere. They pop into this weird triangle room where they see, I guess it was a joke making fun of the Watcher from Marvel, or at least that's how it started. Because I am the one who watches, like, oh, they're talking about the Watcher from the Marvel comic book.
So it was a comic thing you're referencing.
Yeah, it was the Watcher, because he had the same kind of popped-up collar thing, bald head. But then it turns around, it's a dolphin named Bubbles, with a very British accent that sounds like it's trying to do Patrick Stewart impression. But he is an all-seen dolphin who's been doing this job for 10,000 years and could really use a potty break. So they leave SpongeBob in charge, and then Jupiter and Saturn crash into each other, and then Jupiter's rings fall off and break. Yeah. And
then he starts shooting at them with a laser out of his blowhole.
Blowhole, saying, "You made me lose my job. I'm going to kill you now."
Yeah, it's like,
and then this all happens.
What was the line exactly? I'm going to lose my job, now I'm going to lose your life.
Oh, yeah. It's really got weird. Meanwhile, Burger Beard has made it back to the mainland, who has apparently gone to this book that whenever he writes in it comes true.
Yeah.
And then he opens up a food truck store using the new Krabby Patty formula that he's now stolen. But the talking seagulls don't like this ending to the story, so they try to again rewrite it, at which point we get one of the better lines in the movie.
Yeah.
Where I remember when I forgot about the laptop joke. Well, there's a laptop joke. There's a part where Plankton goes, laptop girlfriend, come in, laptop girlfriend.
Yeah, where he's using the code name. He's like, I find that name demeaning.
I'm much better than any laptop out there.
I have twice the processing power of any laptop.
But there's a part where they're walking out of the Chum Bucket carrying the girl's head.
Oh, yeah.
And SpongeBob goes, I've never carried a head before. He goes, you get used to it. It's still warm. Yeah. That was a dark joke, Nickelodeon.
This movie had a lot of dark jokes.
Yeah.
Like, was it when
what's that dark? Well, I mean, there's the whole Bubbles thing, which...
Wait a minute. Where's Kyle?
Oh, yeah. And he goes, would you guys like any chicken wings. The seagulls look around. Wait a minute, where's Kyle?
And one of them's just like missing, and they just look at it like, and they freak out.
And then I was kind of like, did they really go there? Did they just kill off poor Kyle? I don't know who Kyle was, but
it was the one. It was. The one
I know which one Kyle was after that fact.
Yeah.
But before that, I was like, oh, there's a seagull named Kyle. This would have been great if Cartman made an appearance.
Yeah.
I hate you, Kyle. I hate you so much.
Yeah, and it turns out he was just using like this miniaturized seagull port.
A seagull porta potty. After which case, Burger Beard magically blows off all his feathers, so he calls a pigeon taxi.
Voiced by Nolan North, amongst others.
Voiced by Nolan North. He just goes, "Where to, Mac?" And he goes, "Just why?" Because apparently he has a speech impediment.
Yeah.
By the way, Bubbles also has a speech impediment. Or at random times, so just going like making dolphin sounds before in between words.
It's basically his version of being Porky Pig, basically.
Basically, and it's fantastic. Like, Bubbles is worth the price of admission alone. Like, and we saw this in 3D too, so it was an expensive ticket.
Yeah. Especially with what happened in the ending.
Out of no, we'll get to that, because again, that requires some, like, we got to the other weird shit that goes on in this film.
Yeah. So eventually, Bubbles, SpongeBob and the gang decide to go up to the surface to, try and retrieve the formula after finding out what the hell happened.
Then it's more like just SpongeBob starts smelling Krabby Patties again and realizes, oh, it must be in this general direction. But that was before, that was after he loses his mind and decides to mix garbage and recycling together. Diabolical. This movie's weird. Oh, ha!
Stop! You can't mix plastics with composable.
What's Simpsons? They've done everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Anywho, so then they decide. SpongeBob decides to sacrifice himself because at this point, Sandy has also lost her mind, and she's come to the conclusion that the only way to appease the sandwich gods is to make a human sacrifice. To which the giant guy in a very squeaky voice, "Oh, that sounds reasonable." Like, that sounds okay.
Oh my god, this.
So,
a weird movie.
And then they realize, oh, wait, I smell a Krabby Patty. Let's go follow the scent, which leads them through snow underwater, and then upside down cavern, and then a fucking bald eagle out of nowhere.
So that's what happened after he got laid off the Colbert Report.
Colbert would actually be great for SpongeBob.
He would.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't done it, actually. It seems like...
I'm surprised he wasn't the news reporter.
He should have been the news reporter, fuck. I mean, he did do that Monsters vs. Alien movie, so I guess there's that. But anyway. So then they go to the surface. Oh, no. They say, how are we getting to the surface? We can't breathe air. In comes Bubbles. They say, thank you for releasing me from my poor dead-end job. I shall help you now. Get in my mouth. And then they fly off into the surface, using a magic beam of life to blow them out of the blowhole.
And turn them into CG characters that can breathe air.
CG characters that can breathe air. But that's not enough. When they confront Burger Beard, he writes them off to Pelican Island. But it turns out they have a page from the book, so they write themselves in as different superheroes.
Squidward is Sour Note.
Sour Note, that was a funny that was a funny note. That was a funny joke.
Yeah.
Funny note, funny joke. I made it funny.
Was it SpongeBob? Was he Invincibubble?
Invincibubble, there's Invincibubble, there's Sandy as the rodent.
Yeah.
Which I did not know that. I admittedly did not see that coming because that was never in any of the trailers.
Yeah.
So it's just a real life, just giant squirrel.
Yeah. And they didn't really give names for Patrick, well, did they?
Well, they get like Super Awesome Man, I think they give her Patrick or something.
Yeah, and then they didn't
Mr.
really
Krabs is just Mr. Krabs, he's just a robot, who was like the most powerful of the bunch, so I'm surprised they didn't use him more. But then again, I'm thinking for logic in this movie.
Yeah.
And we're looking for logic. I'm in a Batman costume, we're talking about SpongeBob. This is a weird day. I think I'm just with Spider-Man after this. My life! It's weird. So I'm dragging you into my
Spider-Bat. Oh my god.
This is what happens when I drag you into my madness.
Yeah, I'm just imagining you just walking in there like in a Spider-Man outfit with the Batman mask over the Spider-Man mask while wearing his cowl. Are you Deadpool? Oh my god. So anyway, through weird things where they eventually fight off, Burger Beard, as well as Plankton becoming Plankton.
Oh, yeah, basically the Hulk with a tiny head.
Yeah.
After that, like, yeah, towards the third act, it kind of dumbs down the crazy a little bit until the very, very end.
Yeah.
And I do mean the very, very end, where Burger Beard is defeated. Everything's basically back to normal. And Burger Beard is now just ahead in the middle of the beach. So they start singing the SpongeBob theme song, and then fucking Bubbles comes back in, and they have a rap battle.
In the same way as epic
rap
battles of history.
Yeah.
Like the split screen and everything. I was just like,
what are we watching? Because we were getting ready to leave, and suddenly it was boom! Bubbles is back. He doesn't like the song, so we're gonna rap about it. No words. I have no words.
we pretty much just talked about the entire movie.
Yeah, and dear God.
Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where, like, the plot, yeah, there isn't much of one, because it lists to just one crazy joke after another. Take that as you will. And, like, it makes it hard. Like, this really is ADD, the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it does make the full use of its cast and all that.
That it does.
It is
My legs!
Yeah, like, if I had any complaints about this movie, really, I mean, it is a kid's movie, so, you know, you're not expecting, like, heart or anything like that, or at least from SpongeBob, you're not really expecting that too much, but, like, towards the end, I felt like it did kind of drag on with the whole superhero bit. I felt like that was kind of like, all right, wrap it up, guys.
It dragged on in a few areas. It's just, thankfully, the movie is so insane that you was kind of able to help you get along from
I mean, it's not a great movie, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of what it comes down to. I mean, you'll get your kid to shut up for a little while, and there's a few good laughs for adults, too. I mean, if you're like us and you like insane shit. It's made me wonder why this worked for me and Jupiter Ascending didn't. I guess there's different levels of stupid. This felt intentionally stupid, while Jupiter Ascending was unintentionally ridiculous.
It was a Wachowski brother movie?
Yeah, actually just Wachowskis nowadays. But actually just Wachowskis nowadays.
Right, sorry, forgot.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Mu had to educate me on that one.
The thing is, I remember that, I completely forgot, I'm always, because I'm too used to hearing them as, the Wachowski brothers, until they just recently made that change, like, a couple years ago.
Was it only a couple years ago? I thought it was longer than that.
Well, they made it around the, you're right. Well, it happened around the time of Cloud Atlas.
Okay, yeah, so, a little while back.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so a couple movies ago.
Fair enough.
So it's one of the things you're like, it's...
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I mean, good for them. But I keep forgetting that, too. Actually, I didn't even know that happened until after I saw Jupiter Ascending Mu pointing out to me. He's like, really? Huh. I have not been keeping up with this stuff lately.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's our review of Jupiter Ascending. Or the Wachowski. But I can never say their damn name.
I just assume it's Wachowski.
Wachowski. Okay. Anywho, so yeah, that was a SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
there really isn't much to say. It's just, it is so off the wall.
I mean, I guess like the trailers are very misleading because it makes it look like the majority of movies like on land, but it's really only the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I know because I was keeping track.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I was like, huh, that's weird.
I expect it to be more like half and half.
Yeah, I mean, at least like that's more than the last act of the movie. I expect to do more stuff with, but the voice acting's it's good. Animation's good. It's like it's not just a pure shandy of just out of nowhere fucking all powerful dolphin. Yeah, that raps. Do you really is there anything else to say?
What else is there to say? It's just. It's weird, it's insane, it's SpongeBob amped up on caffeine and sugar.
Basically, at one point literally amped up on sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's really like we've pretty much covered the basics of it. Like if you're down for like insane shit, yeah, I do kind of recommend this movie, which is not what I was expecting going into this. Like I said, it was kind of like Project Almanac yesterday. Was like I was going in there expecting to hate it. Granted, I Project Almanac is not good, but then it was like it wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah.
Kind of goes. I was pleasantly surprised. I was entertained. I'm not angry, so that's a plus. And overall, pretty fun day. So, I guess jump right into the trailer.
Yeah.
Probably more rage to deal with the trailer than with the movie. Because right off the bat, we got a trailer for this horrible looking piece of shit called Underdog. I don't even know what this is.
It's a movie about foosball people fighting, and the foosball characters come to life, I guess.
With some of the worst lip syncing in animation I've seen
I'm pretty
in
sure
so
what-
long.
I don't think it was meant to be animation lip sync. It was just the fact they do this all the time, where they take lines from other scenes.
Yeah, but it's like that with every scene,
I
though. That
know.
can't be intentional. like,
I'm gonna say it's semi-was. They just stopped caring. What was the line from Bubba Hotep? It wasn't intentional. Wasn't on purpose. It wasn't an accident. They just didn't care.
I guess so, but man, this looks lazy even by lazy standards. This looks Cloudy a Chance of Meatballs 2 looked like it put effort into it.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I don't even really get it. It's like, so what happens in the trailer is like this kid beats this other bully at foosball once and apparently just becomes obsessed about it and buys the town. But oh no, we challenge you to a game. If we win, we get to keep the town. If you lose, you go away. This is where I feel like the South Park parody trailer voice would come in.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider is a foosball player. He's gonna learn that being a foosball player isn't easy. It is basically that kind of movie.
Yeah.
It looks.
I'm still trying to figure out what is up with that voice cast.
Who's? Oh yeah, we have what? Ariana Grande.
Nicholas Hoult, John Leguizamo, some other people that I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know when your main cast is made of a pop star, you're in trouble. Because we all know that what was that Dr. Seuss movie that came out a couple years? The Lorax, which is a huge success with Taylor Swift. And
Over the Hedge wasn't terrible.
did Over the Hedge have a pop star mainly?
Think about Hilary Duff.
Yeah, I'm not sure I consider her a pop star though. She did start off on the Disney Channel.
You're right. No, it was a pop star, but I can't remember who the hell. No, wait, maybe it was. I don't know. Never mind. Comment withdrawn.
Anywho, so
Nice trailer.
then we got trailer for Pan. This movie looks insane.
It looks like Hook.
No, I would say this. I would argue this looks more insane than Hook, if only because Hugh Jackman as Blackbeard looks.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, but I kind of want to see it just for him.
And the son of Flynn is Hook
Oh, the son of Flynn.
from Tron Legacy.
It's been years since I've seen that movie, man.
No one wants to remember it, so it's understandable.
I didn't hate Tron Legacy.
It was
like I don't know. I don't think it was good, but I don't think it was terrible. It was just kind of okay.
It was just meh.
I think it gets more hate than it deserves, to be honest. I'll deal with that later. Sorry. I'm dealing with work stuff over here.
And yeah, so it looks fun though.
Yeah. So
Well, I know there were a few people who were pissed off at Rooney Mara being cast as Tiger Lily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's kind of like when Exodus, when all of the Egyptians were played by white dudes.
yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it looks. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of like this movie, and that it's just going to be batshit crazy. And that alone is enough to get. But just out of curiosity, I'm curious what they're going to do with this. Again, because it looks like Hugh Jackman is just doing some weird shit that I have not seen him do before. So
Yeah.
I'm really curious where he's going with that. Because like the trailer closes, the close up of him like in tears, going, "Are you coming to kill me, Peter?" It's like, what kind of psycho is this? Where is this going? I mean, the first time in the trailer is like, "Welcome to Netherland," and like really over the top.
Yeah.
Which I would say is the most over the top I've seen if I did not just watch Jupiter Ascending with fucking Marius or Stephen Hawking just going, "I create life," which. No. I mean, this is like that. That line is this year's penis lightning sword. Because when it happened, I just started busting up laughing. This is the part where he talks like a dying cancer patient in the majority of the movie. Where it just goes, "I talk like this for the majority of the movie, but I randomly shout with a high pitched voice." Like my voice cracks every time he does it, so it's really hilarious. And there's a part where he goes, "You can't just kill these people," and he goes, "I create life." I can take it away. It's glorious. Anyway, so yeah. Does this person think we're leaving because we're not leaving? No, dude, moving on. These.
Nope, you'll learn. Let's get back to the review. For trailers.
Yeah, so... Okay, what else we got? Then we got... Oh, God. We got Mall Cop 2. Dude, I'm not leaving. Hold on, I'm gonna stick this guy up. He's not getting the hint.
Well, too bad for him.
Yep, alright, whatever. Okay, so Mall Cop 2, yeah.
You know, if he wasn't staying here, he could have gotten the spot right in front of us.
I know, that's his fault. Anyway.
I don't even want to say anything about it. It's Mall Cop 2.
I don't get... Fucking Hollywood, man. It's because these sequels are cheap and easy to make. People keep pumping them out.
People keep going to see them.
Unfortunately, and like I'm nothing against the actor in this movie. I think he can do fine. He keeps picking these terrible movies to be in.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think he's unfunny, but it's one of those. Oh, he finally moved on. Okay. But it's one of those movies where it's like ha ha ha. It's funny because he's fat. That's the whole joke.
Yeah. He's a klutz.
He's a klutz. Oh, look how clumsy he is. Oh, look, he thinks he's so cool, but we make him look like an idiot so you can laugh at him. Ha, 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 ha. Ha. Then we got trailer for Minions. Which, I don't know.
We'll see.
I thought Despicable 2 was okay. I've never really cared for the Minions. They've always bugged me. Which I know I'm going to get so many, like, I might get hate on. I always say I'm going to get so much hate, but I never actually do. Except for that time in Saving Christmas where I got the very long comment that just quoted Corinthians. That was an interesting time.
I think he was just trying to get in character, trying to understand what, what's his name was talking about by spouting nonsense that had nothing to do with the scene with the things at hand.
I don't know. I just kind of looked at it like, oh, too long, didn't read. I don't know. I mean, there were some parts in Despicable 2 I liked. I mean, the macho guy in Despicable 2 was great.
You went out in the most macho way possible.
Riding a shark with 2 grenades jumping into a volcano.
It was like...
Something, I think it's bigger than that.
Yes, riding a shark out of an airplane, strapped with dynamite into an active volcano.
That was it. Yeah, something like that. It was great. But I don't know. This movie just looks like meh. Like it looks like a marketing ploy. It's like they don't want to make it Despicable Me 3. But they realize how capitable the Minions are, so we're gonna pump as much money as it can. I mean, it has Sandra Bullock as.
There's a few actually big names in there which caught me off guard.
Who else is in that movie?
Can't remember.
We just know Sandra Bullock plays because the trailer makes a big point of saying Sandra Bullock's in this movie, and she plays Sergeant Overkill or something.
Red Scarlet, I think.
No, something Overkill. Scarlet Overkill. Yeah, there you go. Just put our terms together, and here we go.
With our vocabulary combined, we get the right answer.
And I feel like it kind of comes down like Morgan Freeman in the Lego movie, where like there was a bet placed, like, what stupid thing can we get Sandra Bullock to say? Apparently that includes banana, like that. Which I was like, okay, it's gonna be one of those movies. All right, here we go. All right, and then we got Home. I like DreamWorks, I really do, but they test my patience every time because it's this. What if this movie turns out to be amazing? Like, it's another How to Train Your Dragon. Where it's like the trailer made it look like shit. And then we went to see it, it's like, that movie was great. But I'm not counting on it.
This one,
Look, it's fucking Sheldon Cooper doing the Sheldon Cooper stick.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Jack Black tried for Kung Fu Panda. It actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
It renewed my faith in Jack Black. Unfortunately, he has not done much to reinforce that since then, but... yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I've talked about this one a few times before.
It's a lot of these trailers I just didn't know what the hell to say, except for the Peter Pan one. That's the only one that all the others just look pretty terrible to average at best.
Fair enough. Last one, I don't know. It might not be terrible. Peanuts.
Oh, right, that one. Never mind. That one I have hope for. Admittedly, it's Blue Sky Entertainment, where, let's face it, they have not done the best of stuff. But at the same time, how can you mess up Peanuts?
Oh, they can find a way. I have no doubt they can mess it up if they wanted to.
They're not Tuva Bowl or Michael Bay. I doubt they're going to mess up that badly.
I hope not. I mean, it looks like, despite the fact they're doing 3D animation for Peanuts, which I was kind of against, I mean, it looks like it's still, the style is still very much the same. So it looks pretty good from that standpoint.
Yeah. It's not going to be like that, thankfully, canned Yellow Submarine remake.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh god, that was a crisis averted.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be good. I mean, like, the animation they showed was decent. Like, the
I meant for the Yellow Submarine.
No, oh yeah, I know what you meant. I'm just going back to Peanuts.
Yeah, no, this I think it'll be good.
I hope so.
Nothing mind-blowing, but it'll be enjoyable.
I mean, like, Peanuts has always been a very simple story, so, and like, if they just keep it to that, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess closing thoughts? Closing thoughts?
What is there to say about a movie in which a space dolphin shoots lasers out of his head, and eventually there's a rap battle in the end with a bunch of seals?
Fucking awesome. That's what you have to say about that. The rest of the movie, hit and miss. But, dolphin rapping.
I just remember, like, the look on your face.
The gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, my face up.
No, you just had, like, like one of those what in the name of God smiles.
It's like, I don't know what I'm watching, but I kind of like it. That's kind of what my reaction was. Because, again, there's no indication of this at any point in the movie that you're just going to random fucking the Watcher dolphin out of fucking nowhere. Just suddenly, boom! Claymation dolphin. Enjoy! Yeah. Bye!
For some reason, he also had toilet paper stuck to his fin throughout after he used that restroom.
After he uses the restroom, he has a piece of toilet paper stuck from this movie. I don't know, this makes you wonder what the hell's going to happen if Adventure Time ever gets a movie.
Oh, dear God.
If this is what we got out of SpongeBob, imagine what Adventure Time can do. Except Adventure Time are probably remarkably deep. Do you watch that show?
I've not watched in a while, but yeah, it's...
Yeah, I think it's...
That show!
Yeah.
That show!
It's actually gotten more philosophical than usual the past few episodes.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really good. Anywho, so yeah, that's our review of SpongeBob. I guess we'll be back next week with Kingsman. Yay. I was still trying to figure out how I'm going to sort that out, because I think I got you on that one, and Sarah wants to go...
hell yeah, I'm watching that.
And then I got Sarah on it too, so I'm trying to figure out how I can balance that and make everyone happy. Unless you're willing to make a trip to Monterey, which I doubt. Exactly, that's what I thought.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. So, I don't know, so I think Sarah drops by San Jose once a week, so maybe we can squeeze it in then.
Yeah.
But, anywho, so I think it's about it for today, guys, so thank you all for watching. Oh, and we got 50 Shades of Grey.
Good luck.
Hey, buddy.
I'm not going to support that word I'd rather not describe.
And apparently statistics show that couples who read those books apparently have better sex lives.
Well, except for the fact that now there are huge amounts of firefighters trying to break them out of stuff they're not supposed to be doing. Like, seriously.
That's an embarrassing phone call to make.
Yeah.
911 dispatch? Yeah. We need an axe.
Now here's the... Yeah. From what I've heard, this is still better written in the books, which isn't saying much, because...
In the background you hear... Was that a horse, sir? Don't ask.
Yeah. Donkey.
Hello there, 911 dispatch. Hold on. Donkey! Every time I talk about that movie, we just get weirder and weirder with it. Anyway, I think we're good. Bye.
See ya.
Fucking bubbles.